I'm bringing you my very, very ambitious TBR for November. I have listed 18 books to try to get through this month, not today, to get through this month. So let's see which books I have chosen to try to read. Again, I may not get through all of them, but these are the ones that I would like to get to, if I can. Alright, so because it is a little bit late me getting this up, I have already started on quite a few of them, and I've already actually made my way through some of them, but some of them were under 300 pages, some were a little over 400, so it's a little bit of that. Alright, so enough of this kind of long, rambly introductions. Alright, so the first two books, they are kind of up on the chopping block. Do I want to keep them in my collection? I have two shelves, so around 20 to 40 books that are kind of on that chopping block. Do I want to keep them in my library collection and be able to move them out here, or do they need to be passed on? So the first book is by Rhiannon Bird. This is Edge of Hunger. This is part of a trilogy, so if I keep this one, then I'll probably keep the other two as well. It may be more than 3 books, but I only have 3 of them currently. And as you can tell, this is one of the books that I've already started. I am on chapter 5, which is page 68. So far I am enjoying that particular book. Trying to make room over here. Alright, so that is my first book. The second book that is up on the chopping block, this is by Cheyenne McCrae. This is Forbidden Magic. I have not started this particular book. So again, do I want to keep it or do I want to pass it on? Of course, it's dealing with magic and all of that good stuff. And I'll tell you more as I get to it. Alright, this particular book, this is not a sponsored video. I want to go on and get that out of the way. I meant to do that earlier. A publisher or a publishing company did reach out to me and asked if I would be interested in reading this book. No money has changed hands. They just sent me the book for the review, and so I said it kind of sounded interesting. So I thought that was pretty good. Again, I am just now starting out my channel. I'm very small with my subscribers, so I was very honored that they actually asked me to if I wanted to do it. This is Solving Candace. Sorry, I always missay that, even in my head. This is Solving Cadence Moore. This is a mystery. I don't know if it's a kidnapping mystery or if it's a murder mystery. That is what they are trying to solve. What Happened to Her, and it's by Gregory Sterner. So that is that particular book. Again, I have started reading some of it. I am on page 62 of this book. So there is that. So yeah, I will be doing an independent review of that book, both on my channel and I think on Amazon, and I'll probably put one up on Goodreads as well. My final thoughts and opinions, but either way, I'm going to give you guys my 100% opinion. You will know when I'm doing my reviews whether I like a book or not, because this, I can't fake it. You guys know my real thoughts. I'm not an actor. I cannot not show my thoughts on things like that. Alright, the next 4 books. These are all ebooks, so I don't have a physical copy of them, but I will put them up on the screen as per normal. These are by Vicki and Danny Nestot, I think is how you say the last name. This is the Dragoneer series and I'll link up above and down below in the description. My most anticipated series to continue. This was one of them. I read Dragoneer, The Bonding over the summer, and then I mentioned I wanted to continue on in the series, and so far I have actually read The Prince, Ariana Stands, and Outpost. So I've read books 2, 3, and 4 already. A very good start. I tend to read ebooks faster than a physical book. I don't know why. It just seems to go that fast, and since these were all on my Kindle or my Kindle app, I have really just absorbed them really fast. Loving that series. I do have book 5 in the docket to read, which is Between Kingdoms. And then there is a 6th book that is not out yet. As soon as it comes out, you better believe I'm going to read it, because it's a great, great series. If you love dragons, you love fantasy, you might actually really enjoy this series as well. So, Prince was 4, Ariana Stands 5, Outpost was 6, and book 7 was Between Kingdoms. Again, I've already read the other 3. So I am making progress this month, because I'm a little late getting this video up for you guys. Alright, so coming in at book 8 on my list is Fantasy Lover. This is an Audible book, and I did complete it because I'll go back and forth to work with it, so I finished it. So Fantasy Lover is by Sherilyn Kenyon. This was an actual reread for me. It's been a while. I believe I gave it a 4-star. I enjoyed it. Maybe not as much as when I originally read it, but not a bad book. So highly recommend if you're into Greek gods and goddesses, kind of with a modern spin to it. You may enjoy her. And of course it is a romance. So if you're not into romance, you're not going to like that book. Alright, book 9 that I do want to attempt to read. This is by Nora Roberts, 1 Year. And as you can tell, I've done a pretty good chunk out of it already. I'm on page 150, so I am focusing some of my attention on this one to get through my 18 books. So typically I will have at least 5 to 6 books going all at once to try to make my goal of this. This is going to be my 18 books. But I do that with, depending on which month, I'm usually 5 to 6 books going as per normal for me. The next one is my other anticipated book out of the series. This is Flesh and Bone, of course, by Jonathan Mayberry. Haven't gotten as far with this one, so other things have gotten in the way of it, but I'm on page 62, which is chapter 12. Again, a good read. It started off with a bang, just like all of his other books have. So, still looking forward to continuing that book. Coming in at number 11, this is Asylum by Madeline Rowe. I believe is how you say her name. And this one's going a little bit faster. I'm on page 90 of this book, so pretty good chunk already out of this one, so I'm looking forward to continuing it. This is dealing with high schoolers getting kind of like college credit, I think. They are in a summer program on a campus, and they're actually having to stay in what used to be an asylum because the other dorms are being fixed up. So that's how all of this is taking place, kind of spooky-ish. Okay, the classical book that I am reading this month, this is Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings, this is the Fellowship of the Ring, so the first book out of that trilogy. Last month I finished out The Hobbit, or the previous month, and then the disaster of The Princess Bride happened, and so I'm really looking forward now to reading this book. Alright, the second Audible that I have just started after I finished the other one, The Fantasy Lover. This is Key of Light by Nora Roberts. I'll put a picture up there. This is also another reread, but it's been a few years since I have read this one. This is part of a trilogy dealing with a group, these 3 women having to come together to solve and find 3 keys to unlock the Box of Souls. It's kind of a Welsh type of mythology, Welsh story. So there is that one. So I'm currently listening to it. Not very far, maybe 10% into the book, so not too far. Another ebook series that I will hopefully get to this month is called Hidden Deep, and this is by Amy Patrick. Again, I'll put it up there. I don't remember a ton about it, but it kind of had a spooky kind of feel to it, so I do want to give it a shot. The next one, this will come in at book 15. This is The Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Again, this is kind of, some people liked this book and some people didn't. So I'm going to give it a shot anyways and see what I think of it. Coming in at 16, book 16, the only reason this is down, Book Girls has joined us, down further on the list because it came in late, so I didn't get started. Otherwise, I would have started with this one in my first 6 books. So this is The Flame Never Dies by Rachel Vincent. I do absolutely love this duology. At the moment, is what I'm calling it, because I don't know if there are any others after it. So I can't wait to get back into this series dealing with demons and demon possessions, and they're on the run from that. And then this big chunker of a book, this has, I think, 5 books and a couple of novellas bound together in this. And I'm only trying to read 2 books out of this series. The Descendant, the complete Nikki Glass series by Jenna Black. So the 2 books that I want to try to get through, this would be Dark Descendant and Deadly Descendant. So it's the first 2 books out of the Nikki Glass series. So that is books 17 and 18. So I hope you have enjoyed today's video and all of the 18 books that I am going to attempt to get through this month. Leave me some comments down below which books you are most interested in, any of them that you would like me to do independent reviews on. I kind of have some ideas of which ones I want to do reviews on, but I would like your suggestions as well. If you enjoyed today's video and you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please consider subscribing, clicking on the notification bell as well to be notified of all my future content. And until my next video, I hope you have a good one. Bye!